All right, tip number one. And again, these tips can be applied, of course, to basketball, but really to sports overall, and more importantly, to life. No one's perfect. I've learned these lessons through experience, and I want to be able to deliver this message to you so you can bypass the challenges I may have experienced or save time to reach the goals that you have set for yourself, which is the definition of success. Success may not always be reaching that goal, but it's going after it with all your heart and mind. So, tip number one, play to win. I repeat, play to win. Now, if you're familiar with the play Alexander Hamilton, there is a particular song, and I also put the link in the video, that talks about not throwing away your shot. Do not throw away your shot. What does this mean? What Alexander Hamilton was saying was, he knew that in life, all we have is the moments. At all times, we are reproducing ourselves. At all times, we are reproducing ourselves. And when we are born again, every moment, every second, every hour, every day, every week, every year, Lord forbid, if you're from the spiritual standpoint, you know that the moments in the past is something you cannot get back. There's a certain thing for certain in the rule of biology. One of the first rules in biology, the first rule in biology is survival. Why is that rule so important? It's because in the rules of biology, we know as an organism and as a cell that we are designed to transition from this energy to the next. Meaning, in layman's terms, we are to pass away. So we already are aware, until technology catches up with us, that we are going to leave this reality. The only thing that you can do by the time you leave this reality is look back and say, did I give everything that I had at that moment? And that's when you really realize if you captured life. And I'm congratulating you in advance for giving everything you have and every experience that you go through, be it education, sports, relationships, career, whatever have you. This is all about self and personal development. So do not throw away your shot. If you choose to do something, do it with all your heart. Do it with all your mind. Do it with all your soul and body. Why? Because that's what you were designed to do at that time. And that's the beautiful thing about life. This is your moment. And by force or by choice, you were the only individual. Maybe you may have had a twin or triplets or quadruplets or whatever. But traditionally, if you want to get technical, there's only one sperm that hits that egg, traditionally. And there are millions of sperms going after that egg in the process of reproduction, which is the second rule of life. First rule is survival of biology. First rule is survival. Second rule is reproduction. So going through the second rule of biology, you as your parents reproduced, as your father reproduced, made it to the egg. So just understand that you had to compete to get to the egg, and once you made it out the womb, you were designed to do what you were supposed to do. Don't ever let anyone tell you different. So when you're going through life's experiences, this is for you to learn and grow, for you to build your story, and for you to inspire others. So never, easier said than done, never go into an activity thinking that you will not be successful, because you're already successful because you are going after it. That's it. Whatever situations that come after that were uniquely designed and divinely given for you to experience for yourself and for others, so that all things can work for good. So when you're in these positions in basketball, sports, and life, do not throw away your shot, as Alexander Hamilton said, and I hope I can put the link to that play there. Second thing, especially when it comes to basketball, sports, life, how do you want to be remembered? It doesn't matter if you score 100 points, get 100 steals, 100 rebounds. The bottom line is people respect effort. How do you want to be remembered? You can airball every shot, but you know what? One thing someone can never say was he did not try and give everything he had. I guarantee you, as a scout that works with collegiate coaches, and professional coaches, they are looking for effort, if nothing else. Because with effort, they can teach fundamentals. A great teacher can always groom effort. So if you're not giving effort, then that's going to limit you. And traditionally, you give effort when you believe in yourself, when you know who you are, know thyself. And if no one has ever told you, or maybe your parents were bashing you, then know that I'm letting you know as coach, referee, Lord Danavan Hylton, that you are already great, simply because you made it out the womb and you got to this point. This is the easy part, going through life. Easier said than done, but going through life and experiencing life so that you can be a story and inspiration to someone else. Always keep that in mind. So how do you want to be remembered when you step on that court? The first thing you want to be remembered for is giving effort. Now, when I say giving effort, it's great that you're running fast up and down the court. It's great that you are jumping in the air while you're in the game. It's great that you are moving your arms. But the objective, especially on defense, is to get the ball. So if you're running up and down the sidelines beside the offense, or the ball's in the air and you jump just high enough to say, hey, I jumped, it doesn't matter. Go after that ball. You are defending your goal. You are defending your territory. So you have to take the ball. You have at least 5 fouls, if not 6, depending on the level of basketball you're playing in, to foul out the game. So you're not going to traditionally foul out. And if you do, your coach is going to be wise enough to take you out when necessary and explain to you, hey, I need you to give less effort in that regard because I need you in the game, because I need your effort to motivate yourself and others. So are you going to play this game, or are you just going to be in the game? And that's a great point for life. You can always say, well, I was in the game. I was running up and down. I broke a sweat. I fell. I scraped myself. But if you're not meeting the goals of defending your territory, defending your home, and giving that effort, it means nothing. And you can take that same attitude and that same mindset into life. I was at work. You saw me walk past you. I talked to the girl. You see me smile and wave. That doesn't mean anything. What are you doing as far as effort and getting out there and going after it? That's what people respect the most. And that's what Alexander Hamilton meant by do not throw away your shot. Easier said than done, but you have to first believe in yourself. No one else is going to believe in you, and no one has to believe in you, to include your parents. It's nice to have your parents believe in you, but they don't have to do that. And you don't need to, and do not expect them to believe in you, or your guardian to believe in you. You have to believe in yourself, and more importantly, you have to know that this is a spiritual realm that has your back. So the only individuals that you need is yourself and the spiritual realm, in regards to you being divinely aware that you are at this point in your life, that you are aware of being conscious and alive. And with that, all things are possible. Thus the terminology, all things work for good. And these things are easier said than done. I'm talking boldness. I'm talking courage. I know it's, again, easier said than done, even for me. And I could be a hypocrite. And I pray I don't, because it's important to lead by example. But you have to be bold. And you have to be courageous, knowing that you are stepping onto the battlefield, whatever that field looks like. Maybe you are working to build and maintain your family. Maybe you're looking to build and maintain yourself. Maybe you're looking to build and maintain your career. Maybe you're looking to build and maintain your community. These things are easier said than done. And more importantly, you're going to experience the challenges and at least the false evidence appearing real, which is fear, that is designed to separate the boys from the men from a masculine standpoint. So when there are challenges and fearful situations that face you, that's where you're able to separate who's who. And that separation is not designed to belittle anyone, but it's actually designed to elevate you. And to some, if you're looking to be remembered, to some, it's about sometimes how you're willing to go down with the effort that people will truly honor and respect, compared to someone that's still standing and didn't give anything because they're looking to of course, follow the first rule of biology, which is survival. But sometimes survival is not the answer. Easier said than done, and that's why we're talking about boldness and courage. This is tip number 1. Play to win. Take this to the basketball court. Take this into your life, be it career, be it your professional life or your personal life. You know, keep those things in mind. If you felt this message was worth anything to you, I thank you in advance for donating what you felt this message was worth to you financially, monetarily, and by clicking all the links to follow and to subscribe. This is Coach, Referee, Lord Danavan Hylton giving you your first tip of basketball and life. Play to win. See you at the top. Peace.